Hello, cats and kittens. Orewa Jose Yoroshiku. Back in the Crisis Corner. It's Thursday, which is One Piece Day. It's Thursday morning, and I'm actually getting my review out on time. I've just read the chapter twice, so I think that's enough. That should be enough to give me a good overview. It's a great chapter. And the thing that I like about this is going in to this chapter, or as the chapter continued, everybody was trying to speculate as to what the matchups would be in the fights. Was Luffy going to fight Big Mom? Sanji going to fight one of his brothers or whatever? The beautiful thing that Oda did here is he turned it into a melee. Just a straight melee fight. No specific battle so far. It's just an agenda, which cuts back the amount of chapters he would need to use if he were going to do individual fights, such as the earlier chapters like Drum Island, Enies Lobby, and so forth. So we don't have to wait for the resolution of individual fights. It's just a melee, one agenda, get off the plateau, and, you fight whoever's in front of you, which is a brilliant choice. I have to say, I'm impressed. The Germa boys put in work. They were putting in work, and I'm impressed. Pero tried to block Caesar's path with that candy wall. The three of them comboed together, took the wall down. Beautiful. The bit with the Tamate Bako box comes back into focus. We were wondering for a while there. I think it's been 2 chapters maybe since it fell over the edge. And you're wondering, is it going to explode or what? It landed on a lower ledge. And my man, I forget what the guy's name is. He was going after it. Out pops, what's her name? Stussy, whatever. She comes out. Turns out that she's an agent of CP0, which is also awesome. And she was going to cop the Tamate Bako box and take it for her own. And she was going to employ Morgan, News Cool Morgan, to spread false information as to what happened to the box. Okay, fine. It's a nice little twist. So CP had an agent on the inside of the Tea Party wedding the whole time. These guys are pretty good in terms of intelligence. They're excellent, in fact. But as it turns out, she murders the fella that was going to take the box, but he knocks it over the edge after all, so it continues falling. Back to that in a minute. This was awesome. The one of the biggest takes from this entire chapter is the distance between Luffy and Big Mom in terms of power, ability, whatever. They're about to run. They're still running anyway. They engaged Big Mom at one point. Apparently, that engagement didn't last long, and they were running. Similar to the Marineford battle with Ace and Akainu, Big Mom tries to get a rile out of Luffy to get him back into the fight. Or maybe she's just talking trash anyway. But Luffy takes the bait and runs back in. He goes Gear 4. I'm not taking back anything I said about coming here and beating you down and any of that. He goes in Gear 4. His strongest attack. Big Mom puts up her armament, and they clash. That panel, actually, first of all, is awesome. But the one thing you notice, Luffy is head down, leaning in, putting everything he has into that attack. Big Mom's smiling, basically. She's smiling. You know, it doesn't seem like the effect of the blow is seen by her subordinates being blown away. That's true. The interesting thing on page, if you're looking at Manga Stream on page 12, Luffy says, after I take you down, I'm going to take down, after I take down Kaido, you're next, Big Mom. Which lets you know that the attack was not meant to defeat her. It was just it was basically sending a message and blowing her back. That was his intention, apparently. Now, the next panel, fourth panel actually, Luffy is flying back saying, I'm losing power. I'm curious as to whether the blow didn't have an effect just because of the gap in power difference between him and Big Mom, or did her power, her abilities, her Devil Fruit abilities somehow rob Luffy of power, which is something that I suspect, because he's never lost. When he was fighting Doflamingo, if he hit him, by the time he hit him with Gear 4, he was pretty much had the upper hand in the fight, but he didn't lose power because of it. Now, did he lose power because he was clashed armament against a superior foe? Maybe, I don't know, but it seems something about that makes me think that her abilities had something to do with him losing power, and he lost it quick. You know, he hits her and basically he's just deflating. Okay, so I think that has something to do with it. But then Big Mom throws in that line, Kaido, you lot will never take down that thing, which is cool. You know, she doesn't even refer to Kaido as a person, just a thing. You know, the strongest being in the world or whatever. So I thought that bit right there was very revealing. There's a big difference between Don Quixote, Doflamingo, and Big Mom. A Yonko is a different beast altogether. And it's good that they know that. Now, what does that mean for the crew that's over in Wano messing with Kaido? They might be dead for all we know, because I don't know what the gap is between Kaido and Big Mom, or if there is one. If they're just even, those guys are in trouble, because their strongest fighter's not even there. So, anyway, continuing. It just goes downhill from there. I mean, the big one. Judge. The punk judge finally raises his hand and tries to do something useful and gets smashed for it. I mean, and I wasn't sad about that. But one thing that I didn't include in my last review was that I thought Judge was going to die. I thought he was going to take an L for Sanji. I don't know if I said that or not, but whatever. I pretty much got the feeling that he was going to take an L for Sanji and it was going to result in his death. Now, I don't know if that's the case because Big Mom lets him have it. She hits him with the Zeus lightning bolt and he just gets fried. She says, Thunderbolt. Boom. And his mask cracked. We don't get to see his eyebrows, which a lot of people wanted to see his eyebrows. Maybe next chapter. And I would have liked to see a reaction from Sanji, but that could be coming too also. But his sons try to come to his defense. One of them anyway, daughter, Reishu's like, Father, and I think that Sneji is Dad, But then up jumps Katakuri, blocks Caesar's path. Looks like, they're done for. Ichiji comes in and attacks him. Looks like they're gonna get past him. But then Brule jumps in and blocks their path once more. It looks like all is done for because Ichiji gets took out by Katakuri. Everybody's basically down at this point. It looks like they're done for, and Big Mom's like, "Shall we begin the execution?" Just then, the Tamate Tamate Bako box explodes, which many people thought was going to happen. Compromises the base of the tower that they're on, and it begins to fall over, which is basically the best case scenario that they can hope for. I'm thinking under these circumstances, they may be able to just take advantage of the distraction and somehow get away. Because the German can fly, and so can Caesar, so they can possibly get out of this situation. And they better run, and they better run fast. So they're saying next issue, we've got a heap of extras and the color cover to celebrate our 20th anniversary. 20th anniversary of One Piece, yay. That's a great chapter. It was a great chapter. The gap between a Yonko and Supernova is vast. We can see how Kid took that beating from Kaido. They're not on that level. And I'm curious as to how long it will take Luffy to level up to the power level of the stature of a Yonko. At this point, it would seem there would have to be another time skip because he's not there. I mean, he did nothing against Big Mom, which is nothing. That doesn't shock me, but I mean, the gap is tremendous. And the gap in the strength of their crews, because even had the remaining fighters who were inside of Capone came out to help in the battle, they still wouldn't have got out of that. The best case scenario was the tower toppling and them getting off of there and the resulting destruction, fleeing for their lives, and living to fight another day. But this was an excellent chapter. Nice melee fights. Push the story along, and has a fantastic cliffhanger. So I look forward to the next chapter. Let me know what you think about Big Mom's power. Did she actually rob Luffy of power, or did he just deflate because of bumping heads with her armament? I don't know. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna check out some fan pages and see what everybody's saying. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the chapter. I'll holler at you later. Stay loose.